I tried it. This is a collection of bonus episodes from season 1. Sometimes I want to be touched and the world just fall away and there's nothing but heavy breathing and moans breaking up the silence. Sometimes I want to be touched so deep that I just lose myself in worshiping of the mind, body, and spirit. You ever get the urge to pleasure someone so intensely that you just want to see them squirm? You don't want them to touch you. You just want them to be still and accept everything that you have to offer. You want to control the ebb and flow of ecstasy, bringing them to the precipice of no return. It's a way to say thank you or show appreciation, or even a way to ease the mind when you feel like you're losing control over everything. To be able to dole out good vibrations in such a restrained way as to even control the heartbeat or rhythm of breathing. However, sometimes you just want to be able to indulge without distraction. You want to be able to feel the texture, the temperature as it gets hotter and hotter. You want to be able to breathe in the smell, the taste, of the salty nothingness of a connection so severe and all-consuming. A gluttonous kind of feeling you want to get lost in. You are never quite full and there is always room for more, more, more. Yes, feed me, Seymour. Hey, y'all, this is Pretty Perfect Voice with me, the perfect peace. This is where I am taking back my body and my voice. And you know what? It is so fucked up that I gotta say so. A side note, my sponsor, Gucci, the man with the plan. From gutter cleaning, mounting TVs, and landscaping, just a magnificent handyman. Neat and professional. You can tell Gifted Hands touched it. An all-American mixer fix it. Call 414-739-5103 for your estimate today. Remember, that's 414-739-5103. I come from a place where you never let them see you sweat. Rather, it's your family, your friends, and even the streets. With nobody to call and nowhere to go, what happens when it rains, pours, then snow, and hail? Life comes colliding down. You're tormented by demons and stalked by the devil. No God to turn to. What do you do? Who do you reach for? Then, all of a sudden, someone reach for you. No choices, no options but to grab a hold. Scared of their next move, wondering what will become of you. Now, mind you, I'm in the land of pimps and hoes and drugged out central. No words were spoken. Safe, clean, and the bearing of a soul through tears and snot bubbles all night, just releasing and healing. Safe. He stood, he sat, he watched, and said nothing. The next day, we parted ways. Seen him plenty in these streets. Not a word was mentioned but a hey. Not nothing expected back. No money owed or due, not even my body in restitution. No smart quips. Nothing. I mean nothing. I don't think anyone but my man has ever saw me cry. But never that hard. Till when your body is shaking and vibrating and you can hear it in your own voice that your soul is crying out to the heavens. Now, I had a way to make my urge come to fruition. Full disclaimer. You can't do this to everyone and anyone. A man has to deserve this kind of treatment. I had this urge and been holding it back for so long because no man in my life ever earned it. This isn't something that can be bought or even contrived. It's an urge to only be fulfilled by someone that shows a character trait that is lost among most of the men now walking this earth today. Simply put, it's a very rare quality that creates a connection, a deep understanding, a humbleness, and a softness that can only be given from a man to a woman. And I applauded and knew he deserved this from me. He deserved for me to exhale all over his dick. My best kept secret. I guarded it with my life. Urge fulfilled. I could finally prove to myself that I had the power, the confidence, the skills, and the unabashed fear to put a pillow under my knees and go for what I know, what I wanted to know, and do what I wanted to do for as long as I wanted to do it. It seems that these lips just ain't for talking and eating food after all. 'Cause I can go for hours and hours like thunder showers. Let me paint the picture so it can be vivid and crystal clear like HD. He sat there on a couch with his hands over his head, sometimes at his side or behind his back. Whatever, wherever he felt comfortable. I didn't care as long as he did not touch me. Did I forget to mention that we are both butt-ass naked? 'Cause, shit can get messy. Of course, he sat with his legs open. I always made sure he was nice and comfy. And me sat on my knees with a pillow underneath them facing him. Nice and comfy. Now that we both were nice and comfy, there is always a warm-up period. I start with my hair down because visuals are all the rage. Never am I touching his dick in the first 20 or so minutes. I like to gradually make him grow if he was not there yet. But, truth be told, I never had to start off from the gummy. So, me not touching it for the first 20 or so is a bit torturous for him, but definitely fills my ego and gets a bit juicy. So, you ask, if I'm not touching it, where am I touching? And just to clarify, we are talking about lips and tongue. We're not talking about touching it with my hands. Thank God my gloves are always squeaky clean. This is strictly a hands-off activity for me and him. There's so many things to taste. From the inner thigh to the crease, above and beneath his dick, let me say, how would you eat your last motherfucking meal? All right. I forgot to say, this is a constant contact sport. So my mouth never lets up. Rather, it's the tongue or the lips. Pressure just depends on his moan, groan, or squirm. I go from light to soft to medium to hard. Then I kind of know when it's time to get it. When that pre-cum come peeking out that head. Then as I work my way up his shaft, gobble, gobble, I put my hair up and then I just make it disappear, then reappear over and over again. Then, that's when I break the rules. My hands join in. But Not on that dick. They just spread that juicy loving everywhere, all over his balls as I massage and go up and down. I feel the veins and the hottest taste, some saltiness. I feel the throbbing. Pressure goes from soft to full on suction. Cause this shit finna come from his toes. So you know who will be damned. He is considerate. He definitely uses his words. He simply moans okay, then I release and back up and he explodes. After all, he is just a sneaky link. So there's no big gulp or all gone. That's reserved. I forgot to mention the music. Music is key. Gotta have it. Everything ebbs and flows with the music. Slow to fast, soft to hard, deep to shallow. And I like to hum to the music the whole time. And I move my hips and I wind and grind while my mouth is full the whole motherfucking time. Lord blessed his soul. I mean, like literally. Yes. This gets me wet, and if my hands aren't on him, they're on my clit. No need for penetration. I alleviate my own frustration because this wasn't about me. It was all about him. When it was all over, there was a deep regret that I knew I couldn't do that forever. That I will never have another chance or opportunity, or that there was no other worthy man. Such fucking pity. Yes, I did what I did to him and it felt fucking good. And I did what I did to him alone. After 2 rings and 3 could have beens, it simply took a sneaky link with no strings attached and no words spoken to breathe life through me and in me. BDSM. Yes, that is what you can call what I did. So technically, I tried it. So, by definition, BDSM is just a variety of erotic practices like role-playing, involving bondage, discipline, dominance, and submission, and pain and humiliation, and other related interpersonal dynamics. That's just basically what it is by definition. But to me, he sat there, I did what I did, he could not touch me at all, and I controlled it all. I was the dominant one. That's why that stood out. And that's why I said I tried it. Now, usually people don't know that they're doing BDSM. And basically, it's just a type of sex. So when you get called a bitch or slut or anything that isn't endearing, you are basically participating in BDSM. Even when you say daddy, depending on how you mean it, you are having BDSM type sex. So, basically, I tried it. And probably you tried it in a number of ways and different experiences. Now, when it comes to experiencing pain and humiliation, that's not what's up for me. It's not a turn on, and certain words doing sex just completely dry me the fuck up. So, listeners, what have you tried and didn't know that it was part of BDSM? You can always comment. Go to perfectday.com and leave your comments and your answers there. Now, if I could predict my sexual future, will I do BDSM? Yes, I would do it again. But I do want to try a little bondage with some rough sex. But that's neither here or there. That's for me and whoever. Now, If you can try anything in a realm of BDSM, what do you think you would try? And why? Listeners, go to perfectday.com and leave your answers and your comments there. On that note, and with those thoughts, I'm going to leave you right there. Don't forget to come back for more and more and more. Visit perfectday.com, spelled how it is pronounced. PURFEKT day.com, where you can listen, shop, donate, and leave comments and questions and answers. Don't forget to subscribe.